It's Gina. And I can already tell that I need to move that camera because it's bugging the Gina. Pet peeve. Pet peeve of the Gina. And you know what's funny is it looks like my whole chair is like leaning down like that. I don't know. I'm not even going to stress about it. Gina going to get into the little video. So today is Wednesday, even though it's Tuesday, because Tuesday is my weigh-in day. And I'm going to share my week in review on Wednesdays. So, I'm going to share a couple of things that I have already found that is helpful to me, and some things that I know that you planner people are going to find intriguing. And at some point in there, we'll talk about my weight. Okay? I am was in a contest with Sandy over at Let's Get Fit. So throughout the whole week, we, cheered each other on and scolded each other if we needed it to try to get ourselves on track. And we just want to see who won out of the week and lost the most weight. And so she shared on her video last week, started it out, and I'm going to finish it up today. One of the things that I have learned throughout this week is that points are not created equal. And if you're saying, I don't understand that, points are points, you get an X amount of points, and you eat those points, and that's the end of it. Well, that's not true. Because you could eat a candy bar and it uses half your points and you don't really get any food for the rest of the day. We all know that, right? We know you don't go out and eat a big old, 31 flavors. 31 flavors. Who was saying something about that? Brianna? I think it was Brianna saying that her husband was saying he was getting fun of her because of... he was like, 31 flavors? That's Baskin Robbins. That's funny. I'm old enough to remember it as 31 flavors, so I'm sure a lot of you are as well. Anyways, my point is, I found something that is very low in points and indulged a little too much at the beginning of the week. I have found that you can have 1¼ cups of hash browns, Ore-Ida hash browns, for 2 points. And you're like, really? Really? Let me go out and buy them, because I know several people said that. The problem that I found with that, even though I wasn't cooking them in oil, I did not add any oil. I cooked them in a little bit of cooking spray. That is 0 points, even though it's an oil, people. And Gina and fat, I'm already finding, don't get along. Things that are higher in fat is a problem for me. But I ate hash browns 2 days last week, two days for breakfast. And then one evening, I made myself a hash out of Brussels sprouts and hash browns. And then I put a 45-calorie slice of Sargento cheese in it and ate it with some chicken, I think. I really don't recall, but I shared it. You guys can go back and look. It was yum-alicious. So 3 times in a matter of, say, 4 days, I had hash browns and I gained 2 pounds, even though I was well under my points for the day. Correlation? I'm thinking probably. I think that there's something to that. Now, granted, there was the whole other issue that we're going to talk about here in a minute, along those same lines. But yeah, you can't eat them all just because they're in your point value. I think we still need to be a little restrictive on things that you're just thinking, really, is that too good to be true? It probably is. Number 2, snacks. This is actually a question. Do you guys do well when you eat snacks? Like if you eat 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, even if it fits into your points, I feel like I kind of maintain if I eat 5 times in a day. So I'm wondering what your thoughts are, what your experiences are with snacking, which brings me to my third thing that I want to talk about. I got a kind of, I don't want to say bad or nasty comment, but I got a comment from someone saying that I needed to be careful at the amount of fruit I ate because that could possibly or probably be playing a part in my not doing well. And I'll be honest, it kind of felt like a little bit of a slap in the face because even though I'm having issues, and if you follow me, you already know, I've already had issues this week. I had a banana for breakfast. I did not eat anything else. I ate a banana and a cup of coffee. That was my breakfast. And that evening, I still had plenty of points left. I had like 4 or 5 points left. I didn't get my blue dot. But I didn't really want to eat anything with points, so I ate, I think, a cup of grapes or half a cup of grapes or something. And someone kind of scolded me for that. Is that too much fruit in a day? I don't know. Let the Gina know. Am I eating too much fruit? I don't know. That one kind of felt like a little bit of, that stung a little. But what really stung was that stupid pork tenderloin that I ate. So I have found that me and sodium are not friends. We are not friends. I know pork is very controversial. I got so many comments this week on pork is good. No, pork isn't good. No, don't stay away. Oh no, I lost weight with using pork. But for me and Tom both, my husband, who has, he lost 82 pounds in 4 months. And that was about 4 years ago. It was in 2014. Well, it was like, he started it in, I want to say like, maybe the end of 2013. Anyways, it took him 4 months and he lost 82 pounds. But he told me himself just the other night, he was like, I gain every single time I eat pork. Every time I eat pork, I gain. So I think there might be something to that. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Number 5, for me to lose, this is what I want to say. I have found already that even though my allotted points for me, and everybody's is different, is 30, plus I get 42 weeklies, I maintain at that and maybe even gain. But if I stick to 26 to 28 points a day, I see a loss. So I feel like when I use my weeklies or I get at my mark or a little bit above my mark, I just feel like I'm not losing. Now, my question to you in me sharing that is it just that I'm so new and my body's adjusting? Or have you all found that to be true as well? Or what has been your experiences in regards to hitting the mark, being below the mark, or above the mark for your sweet spot? I'd like to know. When I get to work, I work an hour and a half, and I get up and walk around the complex for 10 minutes because I work for a church and a food bank. It's a church and a food bank, and we have a gymnasium. We have all kinds of stuff, and I walk around the complex for 10 minutes. I go back and I work for an hour and a half, and I walk for 10 minutes. I do that all day long until I leave. And I've made myself like a little game to see how much work I can get done in that hour and a half. Not only am I being more productive, but I'm getting way more movement because I'm sedentary. And I've really been enjoying that little challenge I set myself up with. So I thought I would share that. That's been a good thing. I want to lose 8 pounds in the month of May. Is that too much? I might be setting myself up for failure. I don't know. So I want to show you this real quick, just for you planner people. So I have, this is where my index is going to go, so it's basically decorated but not filled out. But I'm putting my Count Your Blessings. There's a page that I put together just to count little mini things. And I started with my beginning Weight Watcher stuff. It's all in there. Some little bit of journaling. And my weeklies are all going to be in this book. There's somewhere for them to be. They're in here. Every single one is in here. And I have one place to go back to. And then anytime anything happens, it's in here. Like, for instance, let me get to it. My, this little guy, that little jobber's in there that I got for my being there for 4 weeks or something like that. And then I talk a little bit about my experience for the week, and I put my weekly in there. So I thought I would share that. This is something I have by the scale, and every single day since the day I started, I put my weight and just whatever information that I deem I want to jot down as I'm weighing. Every single time I've weighed, I wrote in this little book, just something to have handy, because you think you're going to remember, you don't remember. This is a little notepad that I got out of the Target dollar spot. And we put our meals on the side and any groceries on the left, and it's perforated right here. And I'm looking for little skinny magnets so I can just hang it on my refrigerator. But I thought I would show you that. I love that. Easy, easy. This was our weekly this week. And it says, get in the groove to move. And bless her little old heart, boy, did she try to get us to talk about moving. But that whole day, it was consumed with people just having questions and talks and things like that. So if you're at all interested in me going over the weekly, you let me know in the comments below, and I will put another video together for that. So here's the results of my weigh-in, where Gina stressed one more week thinking, you're going to gain, you're going to gain, you're going to gain, you're going to gain, and you're going to lose, and Sandy's going to win. Well, let me just tell you, that did not happen. That did not happen. There it is. I lost 1.2 for a total of 10.8 in 6 weeks. I know it could be more, but I'm happy. I'm thrilled. I love the fact that I've lost every single time, even if one time it was 0.4. It was still a loss. I haven't hit a gain yet. Everybody's telling me it's going to happen. I love you all. Please subscribe, hit that bell, and come back and see the Gina if you want to watch this whole journey happen, because it's going to happen. Bye. God bless.